Good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing good. I'm looking forward to this stream. Let's hope that we can do it. It's never certain, and that's what we'll be talking about today. How to live, how to have the discipline and the courage to live each day with gratitude, whilst accepting or experiencing uncertainty and anxiety, which is something that all of us experience. Whilst we're on this earth as humans. Anxiety is uncertainty, and uncertainty in unhealthy degrees is anxiety. So we'll get into that. Hopefully I'll get some of your questions. I'm going to do the best. I'm going to at least try and do an hour and even longer if I can. So I'm going to start this live stream with a funny story, something that happened to me today. I think it's funny, maybe some of you won't, but there's some great lessons in there which kind of inspire me to do this stream. So I don't know if you can see my sauna burn, right? I haven't got a sunburn, I've got a sauna burn. I'm quite red around my face, different places. Although I feel good, I feel young. A lot of people are telling me that I look good for my age, even though age is just a number. But I'm 40 years young, and we never ever use the word old on this channel. I don't believe anyone grows old if they don't want to. We get wiser, I almost said it there. We mature, but we don't have to be 40 years. We can be 40 years young, or 70 years young, or 80 or 100, if we can practice, living each day in gratitude. So basically, I was in the gym the other day. I go to the gym regularly where I go, and there was I got talking. I think I said this. The sauna was like, there was a group of people in there, and everyone kind of got talking. I think I started the conversation. There was a guy there, young guy, a bit younger than me. We just had a conversation. He asked me where I'm from. I said I was born in Paddington. He was, coincidence. Anyway, we talked about the sauna, and I just said to everyone, like, how long do you lot stay in here? Some people said 10 minutes, but this guy said he usually stays for about 20 minutes or so. And then he was saying that half an hour is like the recommended maximum time for the best results. And I said that would be amazing. I've never managed to do half an hour. I've done like I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. That's really difficult. So I was amazed that he was able to do 20 minutes, because it's really challenging. And again, it depends on how long you've been practicing. Anyway, that's kind of my discipline, competitive, teacher student, want to always improve, help other people. So I said to myself, wow, if he's doing 20 minutes, I ain't doing enough. I need to push myself and be mentally stronger. Then it made me realize pretty much the whole way I'm living my life is based on challenging, growing, teaching other people, daily discipline, gratitude, managing anxiety, uncertainty, all these things that I'm practicing and living and failing and succeeding and helping my clients and all of you with, and what I've learned from my mentors. My whole life kind of boils down to this scenario of being in the sauna. So I said to myself, okay. So anyway, I ended up having a conversation with him. There was another gentleman. We all got talking between us, and then eventually people leave. They have enough. At some point they leave. So when I finished talking, I realized that I did 20 minutes. That's the longest I've done in a long time. And I thanked him for it. I said, you inspired me, because if you didn't tell me about this 20 to 30 minute mark, I wouldn't have been conscious to challenge myself. So when I left that day, I really enjoyed it. I like the feeling of growing and staying in a bit longer when your mind's saying, I've had enough, your emotions kick in. I say a lot, discipline's not emotional, it's a commitment. It's a spiritual commitment that you make, that you practice daily, and you get a bit better each and every time if you're really committed to doing it. So this morning when I woke up, I made a list of things that I wanted to do. The first one was I wanted to go for a run, at least do 30 minutes or more. Then when I came back, I wanted to shower and then go to the gym, do a boxing workout, followed by some weights. And then I wanted to go to the sauna and beat the record today. I wanted to do at least 20 minutes, but I said deep down I wouldn't be happy with that. I want to see if I can do 25, 30 would be amazing. So did all that so far, did the run, came back, enjoyed the run, shot some videos for accountability for business and to help all of you and people around the world. Did my workout today, pushed myself, that was good. When it comes to the sauna, I'm thinking, oh no, I kind of want to do this, but I don't know how it's going to feel. So I saw the same guy, and there was, guys and girls today, and the sauna was packed. So with my mindset, I said to myself, I'm not leaving until I do 20 minutes. But then I knew deep down, I said, no, I'm not leaving until I want to be the last one in here. I had to really push myself and made a commitment. I'm not leaving here until I'm physically can't do it no more. So that meant I had to do 30 minutes, and I can tell you 30 minutes is hell if you're not used to it. I've never done it before. So before, 5 minutes would be my limit, and I like to learn from others. I learned that the kind of average time in the sauna that I was going to, most people get out around the sort of 5-6 minute mark. Some stay at 10, but very few people stay more than that. Obviously a few other people do. This guy that I got talking to, obviously more people do around the world. So when it got to 15, I was like, wow, ain't that bad. I'm better than I was the other day. Like, my training's helping. Then when it got to 20, I struggled. 20 was like I couldn't breathe, and I started to put my head down. I tried to count, I was praying. I tried to take my mind onto a tropical island. In the end, it was getting harder and harder, and I was looking at the clock, which you shouldn't do. Then I was like contemplating, I'm gonna go now. And then people were leaving. The sauna was full, it was packed, like 8 people. Then people were leaving, that was down to me and a few people. Then someone else would get in. I was trying everything to motivate myself. I said to myself, if I leave before 30 minutes and I failed, I'm a coward. And I've got no business encouraging all of you today, right? That might be quite harsh and hard standard, but it was brilliant for me. So it got to 25 minutes. I'm really struggling. 26, 27. At 27, I'm dying here. My mind is going all over the place. I can't breathe. I want to get out. I've got a bottle of water waiting for me. But I stuck it out, and I did about 31 minutes. And I left. So that's why I got the sauna burn. But that's a true story. So if any of you want to practicing mental strength and discipline and changing your life, try sitting in a sauna for 30 minutes, and it will literally teach you so many things about every area of life. Everything. Once you can practice mental strength in one area, you've got the formula, you've got the tools, you've got the technique, you've got the knowledge, you've got the experience to go and apply it in any area that you want. So I found that fascinating. When I was in the sauna, when I was practicing, I went back into different memories so I could teach from memories today. This helps in every area. All the things I'm saying help you to live each day in gratitude, to change your life, to be positive, to be kind, to have boundaries, to be successful in every single area, because you need discipline. So I remembered in the amateurs when I first started, I've said this to you before, I'm going to keep saying it. This is what happens when you start growing. We're not going to use the word, we don't use the word old on this channel. It's not a nice word to use, right? So I remembered when I used to spar, and when it would get difficult, just like in the sauna, I'd want to leave, get out the ring. When it was going easy, I loved it because it was easy. There was no stress, there was no pressure, there was no emotions, there was no threat. It wasn't difficult, I could breathe. But when I got in with a guy that was better than me, stronger than me, and started putting it on me and hitting me hard, I remember sparring with a guy called Ollie. I was in my early 20s, and he was 30, he was a grown man, and he was strong, and he was heavier than me. He was hitting me with big right hands. Every time he was hitting me, it was hurting me. And I wanted to get out the ring, I didn't like it. But I wanted to hurt him back, because he was bullying me a little bit. And there were times where I kind of gave in. I felt terrible for giving in, I felt like a coward. But as I got stronger and more disciplined, the next time I sparred with him, I didn't give in like I did before, because I built more mental strength. I got stronger spiritually, I got more experience, and I committed. I wanted to be there. And that's what it's about, this live stream today. Most people are not successful or disciplined because they don't want it more than they don't want it. So there's always two parts of us. Of course, we've got confidence, we've got courage, we've got humility, we've got kindness, we've got courage. That is the strong part in all human beings. That is amazing, it's beautiful. We have another part that's a coward, that doesn't like challenges. As soon as it gets uncomfortable, failure, disappointment, challenge, it wants to exit and run away, right? It's the hero and the coward again playing out in all of our psychologies. So I like taking strength from real life experiences. So there's some stories there that will really articulate and help you to understand what it is that I teach on all my programs, the paid programs and all the free programs, and what I practice every day, because it's a great feeling when you're growing, when you're making progress, and you're helping other people by being a better person. With regards to that, I don't know if you're winding me up or if that's a joke, fam. I recommend going and seeing a doctor, because that's not my area of expertise. But if you're serious and it's bothering you, I understand anxieties, these sorts of things. I'd go see a doctor. If that makes you nervous, get someone to come with you, a friend, family member, if you are serious, that is. I have got a good sense of humour though, if you are winding me up. So the discipline, the discipline exercise in the sauna, it really will expose how mentally strong you are, and it will also expose how mentally weak you can be as well. I learned from these experiences. I'm like, wow, I realize how a part of me is really mentally weak, very insecure, and gives up easily. But I also learned there's another part of me that's really strong, that has got a lot of strength and courage and doesn't give in easily. So that's interesting. Johnny, when you go out with anxiety symptoms, how can you accept it? I always feel like my symptoms show. Practice, commitment is how you do it, Marvin, but you have to do it one step at a time, because obviously, you know, where you're at is where you're at, and it's not comparing to others. So it's a commitment that you make. I don't know how long you've been following me. If you've been watching the other streams and the videos that I do, I explain the solution to your question, and that's what today's live stream is about. So it's a daily thing, but it's a commitment that you've got to make, Marvin. I'd say it's a commitment that you make over time. You can start making it now, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's practice. Yeah, of course you can. Again, but it's the question that I would like to ask you is, are you committed though? How committed are you? You know, if you're really committed, then you can do it. If you're not committed right now, then it's not that you can't achieve those things, a relationship and making friends, because you can. But the question is, how committed are you? So commitment starts with the daily disciplines that I teach. You know, making your bed in the morning, getting the help that you need. You know, if you need help, if you need therapy or a mentorship course, you know, because I've said it before, smart people invest in mentors and therapists, people to help them. You can't do everything on your own. So these are questions that I don't have all the answers to based on the information you've given me. But if you follow my live stream, subscribe, and my videos, they all explain how to do that. And it is a daily practice for everyone. So things like public speaking is the truth with regards to what you need. Public speaking is a great method for fixing your challenge that you're dealing with at the moment with your anxiety. And your question is, you know, can you go out? Of course you can. It's really, you've got to answer that for yourself. And I mean this kindly, because I'm doing it. I've been doing it for 20 years. I mentor people from around the world. My clients are doing it, many others are. The question is, are you willing to do it? You can do it, Margaret, but it's how willing are you? That's the difference, as I've said before. How committed are you? Because everyone's human, no one's better than anyone, and every human's got anxiety and uncertainty. But why is it some human beings are making more progress than others? And it comes down to discipline, it comes down to accountability, it comes down to faith, it comes down to getting help, investing. I don't have the answer to that question at the moment. That's a bit of a longer one, and I'm probably not going to go into that in the stream. But I would say work on yourself, be a better person. I would definitely say that would really help, James. That would definitely help. That's what I teach on my 1-year mentorship program, and that's what I practice every day. And that's what that would massively help. Absolutely, regular sports dramatically helps you to get rid of anxiety and depression. Everyone should do that. Even people that, everyone should. I do it every day pretty much. Maybe I have a day off here and there. I just come from training today, so definitely do that. But it's all practice, You can get rid of a lot of the anxiety and heal it, but you're going to have to work on it, and it's not a comfortable process initially, and for quite a while. But you can get there. Hi, Andy. If you notice the title of this stream, it's mental strength and how to have the discipline to live each day with gratitude whilst accepting anxiety and uncertainty. So gratitude is really important, and none of you have mentioned that, and that's not me having a go at you, but generally people don't because they're not aware of it, and I never used to till I went through a humbling experience of a mental health breakdown. You need gratitude. You need to start to practice. If I asked all of you now, I know that you're going through your anxiety and your challenges, but what are you grateful for in your life? It doesn't matter what it is. Could you comment on the thing? If you don't have the discipline to comment what you're grateful for right now, then it's going to take a bit longer for you to make progress. Try the exercise now. Let's see if all of you can do that. And I'll tell you what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to be here on this live stream, mentoring all of you, having a coffee, and to have got all my to-do list done today. Really grateful. It's been an amazing day. It's been a day of growth, challenge, gratitude, just a great day. It really has been a wonderful day. Great, well done, Marvin. That's great. You're grateful. I love dogs. See, that's beautiful. Any more? We've got 8 on this stream. What else are you grateful for? This will really help you if you really want to change your anxiety and change your life and live a better life and be more positive. Then if you can't mention what you're grateful for, you're going to struggle a lot longer, and I'm trying to help you to struggle less and to start living more. Yeah, I would say be patient, Marvin. If you're doing that, that's brilliant. If you're doing the social groups, you're doing the social anxiety groups, you're doing boxing, you're doing therapy, that's fantastic. You can always, you can try doing a mentoring session with me. That would help you a lot more. Obviously, you're not obliged, but if that's something that you'd like to do, I do mentoring sessions, short term as well. A session on Zoom, an hour call, 2 hours to mentor you, help you if you're committed. But I would say patience. Obviously, I'm not with you, so I can't see what you're doing, but from what you're saying, those things are really, really good. Stick with it. And that's another thing as well, guys and girls, thanks to Marvin's point. Life is tough at times. Even when you're doing all the right things, you don't always get the results straight away. That's where you have to have patience. That's discipline. So you could be doing like for example, my clients that are doing my 1-year program, James and Phil, they're getting amazing results, but it took a long time. It took Phil 6 months to build a successful business with my help, but he stuck it out. He was patient. So the results are not always going. The results usually are never going to come instantly, and if they come instantly, then it won't be very real. So progress with anxiety and healing and confidence and discipline, they take time. That's why I usually say about a year of continuous effort. That's beautiful. Good stuff, man. Grateful for your family. Marvin's done great. Andy says grateful being able to drive. See, you guys are doing it. See, if you put a little bit of effort in, you can. What are you grateful for, Worldwide UK? We're doing an exercise. We're practicing what we're grateful for. We're practicing it right now as it's daily. Let's not put it off. Let's get it done right now. The more you practice gratitude, you can practice it on a second-to-second basis, the less anxiety you're going to have. Because you can't be grateful for something and focus on gratitude and be too focused on anxiety. So it's learning how to have the mental strength to focus your mind and your attention on where you want to focus on and not put it on to things that are anxiety triggering, that trigger uncertainty and negativity. It's great, man. See, a lot to be grateful for. Everyone's always got a lot to be grateful for, but a lot of times in our culture, we don't take even a 5 minutes out to sit down and go, right, before we get into all of our problems and our concerns and worries and anxiety and stresses, let's start off with what we're grateful for. And you might realize if you do that, you might not even care to talk about what your challenges are. You might realize that you don't have any real challenges at all because you're still alive. Now, if you read below this live stream and all my videos, hopefully, you will see my daily discipline routine. This is the routine that I practice in my own life because I love it, and it gives me a life of gratitude every day and growth and appreciation for everything, the little things and the big things, and it gives me the strength to run a business and mentor my clients. So if you practice that, then it's going to pretty much solve most of your challenges, if not all of them. Another good exercise, I'm doing it right now, I don't know if any of you have noticed, is learning to have some spaces and relax, especially when you're speaking. Have you noticed the anxiety will do that if you let it? It will make you rush, speak fast, walk fast, get out of the bed, run to the phone, run to the toilet, run to the gym, run on the tube. That makes it worse. Obviously, I've had this joke with people before, and it's true. If you have to get somewhere and you're going to be late, then okay, it's normal to rush a bit, but it's not normal to rush when you've got nowhere to go. Relax, learn to relax. I do it for hours throughout my day. I love it. Just to share, I know a lot of you will appreciate this, guys and girls. I learned that from having a mental health breakdown after being successful in my business, losing everything, going through a mental health breakdown, and having to sit in a mental hospital and figure a lot of things out. And that's where I started to figure out, whoa, when you lose everything, or you think when you can't go nowhere, what's left? Well, there's a lot left. Faith, love, connection, being present, relaxing. Actually, for most people, for the first time, they're never relaxed in their own body. They've never actually had time to actually go, I appreciate who I am, I appreciate life, I like myself, or whatever. I appreciate the life that I've had. Most people never experience that. And I don't say that to be unkind or judgmental, but it's true. I'm trying to help people. I was the same for many years. So people can't even appreciate what they've got, which is amazing, because they're never there to appreciate it. When my nan passed away about 12 years ago, or 13 years, obviously it was difficult at her funeral, but my cousin read some things out for my nan, which were beautiful, and some of the things that my nan had said. And my nan had said a profound thing, and she said, it's important to be present when you're alive. And I know that Eckhart Tolle talks about that, and he's great at teaching that, and it's even in my own faith in the Bible. And we know that's the cause of all anxiety. If you get down to the root cause of every anxiety and mental health problem, every anxiety, every mental health problem, every stress, every worry, every uncertainty is when we're not present. Definitely, Marvin. That will see what you're doing now, Marvin, and where you're at, the progress. That will take your progress a little bit more. I'm not going to exaggerate or underplay it, because I can't be certain, but I can be quite certain that if you start doing journaling for gratitude, it is therapy. And I do it with my clients, and I do it every day. Even before I do this stream, I write down kind of like the basis of what I'm going to talk about and what I want to share, what I want to cover. Try it now. All of you can try it. I'm doing it right now. Just take a few seconds out. I don't know where all of you are. Maybe you can tell me. You don't have to. I don't know if you're sitting down, you're at home, you're on the bus. It'd be good to know where you lot are, right? I'm not spying on you, don't worry, even though you're spying on me. Just practice for a second. Put your feet flat on the floor, right? Sit comfortable wherever you're sitting. Just work on breathing and just try to calm yourself down. Notice how usually most people, me as well, I'm getting better at it, making a lot of progress. Most people are constantly anxious in the background. They're not relaxed in their own body because of not being aware of it. So I want to help you to become more aware of the anxieties that might be quite hidden, and you can really improve them. I want to simplify this for people. At any stage of your life, we can go back however many years. Just think about a time when you were with your friends or your family or wherever you were and you felt really relaxed. You just felt good. That's success. That's living each day in gratitude. That's the best compliment I've ever heard. I mean, I don't think it's true, but I'm flattered that you'd say that. Wow. Looking like, I mean, if I look like Morgan Freeman, then man, this broccoli's definitely working. He's one of the greatest actors. Oh man, you're too kind, man. Gratitude. Can't believe it. Yusuf says I look like Morgan Freeman, and I've got his voice. I mean, where do you go with that? It's too much, overwhelming. That's I'm flattered. I don't know what to say. You winding me up. Right, I'm gonna make a joke at you, Marvin. Right, I like to have a sense of humour, guys. Please don't be offended. It's also part of me enjoying life more. Try meditating in a sauna. That's more challenging. Oh, wow, man. You know what I mean? Awesome, Yusuf. Wow. You just never know what you're going to get. See, gratitude. If I look like Morgan Freeman and sound army, my nan loved him. Liked him. He's a great actor. It's the simple things that calm anxiety and change it. How's your day? Well, being Morgan Freeman. It's been a great day. How's your day? Welcome, Yusuf. If you're new to the channel and you hit that subscribe button, every time you subscribe to my channel, you burn calories and make you live longer. Yeah, if anyone's been meditating for a while and they think they've got to a point where they've mastered it, try meditating in a 90 to 100 degree sauna. It's pretty challenging. It's beautiful though. Okay, whilst you guys and girls are taking your time to get some questions, because I'll keep answering as much as I can, I'm going to keep running and teaching and talking, just getting all this knowledge out to help all of you and helps with process. So good exercises for reducing anxiety, healing it, overcoming it, dealing with it, managing it, changing it, all the different words. Thank you very much for subscribing. Running is one of the best. I'm going to say it's the best. It's one of the best exercises ever created for human beings, for mental health, for mental toughness, for gratitude, for confidence. I absolutely love it. I ran today. I put the clip up on YouTube and all of the different platforms, and I actually teach this in my mentorship programs, even for my clients that are building a business. I make it compulsory. I'm not going to mentor you and accept you on a paid program if you don't exercise, because you ain't gonna last on without having some exercise in your routine. And I obviously want the best of my clients and them to have the best habits, best disciplines. So running is very amazing. 30 minutes of running. You can start off at quite a slow pace. Even a slow 30-minute run is life-changing. Then you can build on that, and then you will eventually pick up the pace. your form will get better. You can run for longer. Your whole thinking, your whole being present, relaxed will improve on the run. So that's the first one. Next one is boxing. Boxing training is one of the best, if not the best. It compensates of running. So hitting the bag, the pads, even sparring would be great, but you don't have to spar. Some of you might not want to do that, I understand. Don't want to get punched in the face. If anyone's interested in my 1-year mentorship program, send me an email. All the information is below on how you can inquire about my mentorship, and I can get back to you, schedule a call and see if you're right for the program, what your goals are, any other questions that you've got for the program, time, things like that. We can cover it. So that program is open for a select few committed clients. Okay, so I'm going to shorten this stream up today, maybe do another one. But before I go, I've covered pretty much most of the things I wanted to cover today. So everyone, practice these things, break them down, make them simple. You don't have to spend every single hour, building mental toughness and strength and exercising and training and communicating. You want to spend a couple of hours each day working at your anxieties and improving them, because it has to be a lifelong commitment, at least a year commitment. Otherwise, nothing's going to change, like I said. So in exchange for living the next 20 to 30, 40 years and enjoying your life and getting the most out of it, you're going to have to give probably a year, maybe a little bit longer of commitment to make those changes. Anyway, shortening it up today. I always like to finish when it feels right. I appreciate all of you coming on the live stream, and continue to practice as it is a daily thing. And good luck, and thank you for all of your right. Speak to you soon. Have a great day.